welcome to my channel, Integrative Beauty 101. So good to have you here. Okay, so my name is Sophie, and I am your integrative wellness and life coach. I help people just like you to be, to do, to experience, and to achieve their goals in all areas of life. On this channel, I am going to be sharing powerful information and tools to help you become more empowered to live the best version of your life, both from the inside out and the outside in. Okay, so some of the topics that I'll be focusing on this channel are health and wellness, personal effectiveness, career, finances, happiness, and emotional fulfillment. Now, the topic that I'd like to focus on today is 3 things that you need to know about working in an emotionally demanding role. Excuse me just a second. Emotionally demand. 3 things you need to know about working in an emotionally demanding role and the steps to take to better manage yourself so that you can stay happy and productive in your role. All right, so the question is, are you working in an emotionally demanding role? Now, I'm not talking about a job you hate. I'm talking about rather a job that you love, that you're passionate about, and yet it is becoming an emotional labor. So examples of such jobs could be doctors, nurses, teachers, social workers, top executives, managers, supervisors, even people who work in the service industry. This is because such roles require higher level of face-to-face contact or voice-to-voice, and also they require you to maintain a high level of positive and supportive attitude towards your client or towards the patient or the employee that you're supporting, even when you're having a bad day, and even when that patient, for instance, is not collaborating, or maybe that staff is not performing optimally. So if you recognize yourself in these descriptions, know that you are in an emotionally demanding role. Now, what is your coping mechanism? That's the question. Now, if you do not have any coping mechanism, then there are consequences for that. This is because when we work all day in such a role without dealing with the emotional stress, it is highly likely that it will take its toll on our health and our attitude. So the 3 consequences I'd like you to know are: the first one, you will experience burnout. You will be emotionally, mentally, and physically exhausted. All right? Now, the second one is that you will develop poor health. That means that you are unable to take care of yourself emotionally and physically. And the long-term effect of that emotional stress is that you will or could fall into depression. You could have anxiety, and you could develop hypertension. So I encourage you to seek help as soon as you recognize those symptoms. The third consequence is that you're likely to develop a state of perpetual anger. You'll be irritated and furious about a lot of things that you would normally not even be bothered with. And this is very serious because it not only affects your work, but it also affects your personal life. Okay, so now if you find yourself in having any of these consequences, experience any of these conditions, I am here to help you. I have been there, and I've used integrative tools and techniques to really bring awareness to myself and develop that emotional intelligence needed in order to manage myself better. So I can help you. Leave all the details at the bottom so that you can contact me for consultation and coaching. Now, I'm going to give you a few strategies for you to cope, to use as a coping mechanism. So the first strategy is that you have to learn to be positive. Now, this is easier said than done, but I'm willing to help you. Now, the second one is that you have to learn to take breaks, take frequent breaks from your work, especially if you work in an office setting. The third point is that engage in exercise, light exercise, do something, okay? And the fourth point is try doing some breathing exercise. You can chant, you can meditate, anything that will make you feel calmer. And the fifth strategy, which is very important, is that you have to strengthen your emotional skills. All right, and this is where I come in, and I will help my clients find balance through a whole self approach to dealing with life's challenges, and so that you can achieve that balance mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, and deal with your problems from that standpoint. All right, and also it's good to seek help because your emotional stress may be rooted in other issues, such as your limiting beliefs, your core issues. And this is what my integrative tools and techniques, my integrative coaching process will help you with, so that you can develop that balanced state of life needed to stay happy and navigate both your work and your personal life harmoniously. All right, so those are the strategies that I wanted to bring to you, and the consequences that you should be aware of. I am going to leave my details at the bottom of at the bottom here, and you can contact me. So if this video resonates with you, I'll be very much appreciative if you give me a thumbs up and share, and also subscribe to my channel, because I have more content that I'll be working on in the different categories that I mentioned earlier, and hit the bell to get notification, so that as soon as I publish a content, you'll be the first to know. Right, so now I have a question for you, a couple of questions. Are you working an emotionally demanding role? Are you currently working an emotionally demanding role? What strategies or coping mechanisms are you currently using? And which of the strategies do you find most effective? Please share. All right, so we can all learn from you. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. Until next time, bye.